have to hit the the check on entering things and then the check in the top left. It changes depending on the device.
3, 2, 1, go! 99% of the way there. 99, but not quite 100. Great job, Calvin. Next up, we have Tyler, followed by James with Aaron in the hole. Tyler, followed by James with Aaron in the hole. Wait for that down command. Down. That's better. There you go. Down. Good job. Down. Here we go. Hanging out up here. Just looking to chase that number that Calvin said. Calvin got 6. That puts him at first. Down. Here we go.
Hello? Hello? Alright, I don't know if everyone can hear me now. Alright, let's get this audio up. Okay. I don't know if the audio is coming through very well. I can't use the usual microphone because it's telling me that I need to sign in, but it's saying that my password is incorrect. I reset my password and it refuses to acknowledge that it is correct. So I'm now just on a pair of headphones. Hello, Jeremy. Our one viewer right now. Alright, let's get the correct information on screen and then I'll mess around with the audio later. So right now up we have James Cornelson, power lifter, doing his first strongman competition, making good use of that belt clean. James does have some experience split jerking, and there it is. I was surprised we hadn't seen one earlier than that. See if we can get more of the necessary information up on screen. We are doing the axle clean and press. This is currently Aaron. Aaron Clark. So far looks like our leader is Calvin Unrau. Don't know if I'm saying that correctly. For the axle clean and press. Oh, sorry, my mistake. Tyler Vidal. The 1 and 3 look like they were combining to be a 0. I don't have a big view of the screen right now. That's 5 reps from Aaron Clark. We have 2 more men left for the axle clean and press. During the intermission in between, I will try to figure out a bit more of the why things aren't working the way that they should be. Here's from Abel. Abel did his first competition of any kind just a few weeks ago at a push-pull event in Thunder Bay. So very new. to strength sports in general. He's at 4 reps here. He's going to be looking to stay, right now everyone seems to be landing around 5 or 6. So that gives him 5. He's trying to keep pace with the leaders here. 6 to tie for second place. If he's got time, he can get a 7th. Seven reps, sole possession of second place.
Very good. Good job, Abel. All right, our last one for the tenure is Joey Hatcher. All right, Joey. I would assume we're into the other Hatcher.
3, 2, 1, go.
Joey Hatcher doesn't look like he's that familiar with log clean and press technique. Looks a bit hesitant to try the continental clean. Probably just from lack of practice.
It's a very unwieldy implement. This bar is really making it difficult. If you don't know how to use it, it can really mess with you. Come on, Joe.
He's got to lean back and stick his stomach out in front of him so he has something to put that bar on, because he's just staying too upright.
Come on, Joey.
Yeah. It's just a lack of practice thing here. I think he's strong enough to press this, most likely, but just hasn't practiced with the implement. Okay, so that wraps up our axle clean and press. We're going to be moving over to the deadlift ladder coming up next. I'm also going to drop the link to the score sheet in the live stream chat while we get set up for our second event, and hopefully we'll get the rest of the stream issues sorted out. So, actually, I almost jumped the gun here. I need to do one more thing before we switch over to the sponsor screen. But while I do that, I'll try to simultaneously talk and fix what I gotta fix. So, so for our teen men, Ismail Akbar got 10 reps, and Jackson Hatcher was first with 11. So neck and neck between our teen men right now, which is nice to see. Usually you don't often see a lot of close competitions when it comes to teens, just due to differences in ages, differences in experience. You tend to see pretty big gaps, but it's nice that they're competitive. In our women were next, so we had Chartel with 2 reps. Nick with 2, Michelle Wall with 10 reps, and then Melissa Wall. Don't know if there's any relation. They have different gyms listed for where they train at. So not sure if there's a relation there, but Melissa got 8 reps. So Michelle is in the lead there. And with our open men, who you just seen, so one more second. So I just got to type. With our open men, Calvin Unrau got 6 to put him in 3rd place. Tyler Vidal was first with 13. James Cornelson tied for 4th with 5 reps. He tied with Aaron Clark, also 4th with 5 reps. And Abel Belmore was 2nd place with 7 reps. Joey Hatcher wasn't able to get a rep on that first log. Okay. Sorry, everyone. Quick setup there. We are already onto the deadlift ladder. I don't know how they set that up that fast. I was gone for a second.
135 pounds, all the way up to 275.
This is going to be a fast run competition. Okay, up right now we have Jackson Hatcher. I'm trying to get the weights up on screen for you guys, but they didn't give me enough time. Okay, change in weights for the women's division. So that'll actually give me a little bit of time. Okay, we're starting off with the women. Oh. My apologies. Don't know what was going on there. I was attempting to get this on screen for y'all. There we go. This is Chartel up right now on the last bar. And there we go. There's the weights on screen for you now. The women are starting off with a 155 pound. No. The women are starting off with a 155 pound deadlift. Going it next is 185, 205, and then 225 pounds.
155 pounds up to 275. 3, 2, 1, go!
That was 205 pounds. Now the last bar, 225 pounds for Nick. She's raced through the first three. So we'll see a very quick time from her. Looks like she just hit a wall with that 225 pound bar. Actually, I think they've changed it so the women are doing the same weight as the teens. Just looking at the bars. The teens weights. See if we can get those on screen. Oh. There we go. So that should be the correct weights on screen now. Looks like the first bar might actually be 155. But then it's 185, 225, and finishing off with a 275 pound bar. Being much more measured. Didn't race through the first three as much, but she looks like she's had the best attempt at 275 so far. But no, not in there today. Was maybe a bit measured through the first 3, trying to save her energy for that last bar, but could have potentially worked against her because without being able to get that, that's going to give her a slow time through the first 3. Very easy first bar. Now 185, also moved about the same. Again, not being as quick as the first couple athletes, so she's counting on hitting that 4th deadlift. And she's got off the floor. There it is. So now we got the open men coming out. Also, I apologize if people are commenting. I don't have the comments up in front of me. Oh, but I will add the link to the live stream. There you go. The link to the live score sheet so I can follow along. And we are going into the men's open next. The first male competitor out. First male competitor is Joey Hatcher. So struggled with the axle clean and press, but deadlifts much more standard movement. So should be familiar with the technique here. Easy 275. Next up is 315. Looks like he's trying to deadlift a double overhand. Yeah, he's calling it there at 315. Reattempting it, but trying to again double overhand. Up next is James Cornelson, coming out second for the men. James, known for his deadlifting, does pull sumo in powerlifting. Easy 275 from James. Easy 315 as well. And a very easy run all the way through from James. Let's see what his final time was. It's like all 4 bars in 12 seconds. A very fast run from James. That's gonna be tough to beat. You've seen James then use straps on that. Save a bit of time. Three lifts done from Aaron. Only one left. He's quick at putting the straps on. It's off the floor. Passanese going to hitch this and lock it out. And that's a good lift from Aaron. Another completed run on the men's open.
All right, next up we have Calvin, followed by Abel, and Tyler in the hole.
Start with your hands on the implement. Athlete ready. Give me a nod when you're ready. 3,
All right.
2, 1, go. Down.
Easy. Wait for that down command.
Down.
Nice. Very nice.
This is Calvin Unrau right now, finishing the run very quickly. I don't think that'll be faster than James, but it was a very fast run overall.
All right, next up we have Abel, followed by Tyler.
This is Abel Belmore coming out next.
Abel's got to be faster.
2, 1, go. Down.
Oh,
The next one, there we go.
he's almost a bit too quick with that first bar. Almost put it down too quick, I should say. But he did get the call. And that's 4 bars from Abel. Don't think it's faster than James, but it will be a good time. Probably put him, oh, maybe in third, because Calvin was only 0.8 seconds behind James. So,
All right, next up we
yeah, we're seeing Abel all 4 bars in 15 seconds.
absolutely the rest here. Bunch of very, very fast times to beat here. You guys have killed this deadlift.
Start with your hands on the implement. Athlete ready.
This is Tyler Vidal of Iron Image. Looks like he's going to be putting some pressure on James. That's 3 bars very quick. Even the 4th bar did a double overhand. I think that's going to be a new leader. 10.5 seconds for Tyler Vidal. Okay, we are... back already. Alright, I don't have time to, in between these events, to get any... sorry, I don't have any time to get any of the scores up on screen.
Yeah, Ismail is up first on this one. We have a 100 and 125-pound sandbag for this young man to carry.
Yeah, so this is a 100-pound and then a 125-pound sandbag. I'm gonna see if I get this font a bit bigger.
Jackson, you're up next.
Competitors, some of the sandbags have handles. Do not use them. If you try and use the handles, I will make you restart.
No using the handles. You guys heard him.
Can you like set the handle and set it up to begin with? Oh yeah, you can move the sandbag around how you want to start. Okay, yeah.
All right, here we go, Ismail.
All right, athlete ready?
This is a tough event, very taxing,
3, 2,
endurance and strength.
1, go.
100 pounds.
Okay, Ismail is up first.
Good job, Ismail. Finish that up now.
Easy time with that first sandbag. Got all the way to the end of the course. Next up, the second sandbag. So this one is 25 pounds heavier. He's holding it really high up in his chest, not really getting his arms around it. He's kind of almost holding like a goblet squat for the load. But it's light enough, and it's a good way to ensure that his getting sandbag high enough. Oh, and we'll also get that changed over to sandbag steeplechase.
All right, next up we got Jackson.
So looks like up next we have Jackson Hatcher.
All right. Ismail's done a very good time there.
Very easy load with the 100-pound sandbag.
Gotta get back fast. There you go. Nice
Now he's going up to the 125-pounder. Oh. Just rotated on him. Didn't grab it. It grabbed it kind of from the bottom with it standing upright. You usually want to lean it over so that you can get it more around the middle. But still a quick run from Jackson. Let's see as these times get entered. Ismail did it in 27.7 seconds, and Jackson was 24.6. So Jackson is slightly ahead of Ismail. Again, they're very close. They're neck and neck on every event, with Jackson just barely coming out, or Jackson, sorry, not Jackson. I'm adding a T to his name. Just barely coming out on top, seemingly each time.
Sorry, I have that wrong. Hold on one sec, please.
Next up is going to be our open women. Also going to open up the screen a little bit. Set that up.
Melissa will actually be starting. Sorry for the confusion. Melissa is starting. Thank you, Melissa. Melissa followed by Chartel with Nick in the hole.
All right, athlete ready? All right, 3, 2, 1.
This is Melissa Wall up first. Same sandbags as our teen men. 100-pound sandbag, easily cleared over the yoke. Next up is the 125-pound sandbag. Easily to her chest. Now for the second pick. She's grabbing it when it's up and down, but with a smaller sandbag like that, lucky that it didn't rotate on her. Video is 4 to 5 seconds ahead of the audio. Oh. With this current audio setup, I'm not sure how to change that. For some reason, it's also reading the audio as the camera's audio. Maybe that has something to do with it, but I don't know why because it's plugged into my laptop. And the camera's too far away for me to plug it into the camera itself. So my apologies there. I don't know if there's a YouTube setting somewhere. Or OBS, maybe. It doesn't appear to be. Oh, there doesn't appear to be any way to adjust the audio sync. So, if it is off, that's my apologies. Hey, Danny, glad to have you join us. We're in the middle. We're on the third event already, and this is our open women currently doing the sandbag steeplechase. They have a 100 and a 125-pound sandbag. So up next we have Chartel. Chartel kind of jumped into strongman without any training whatsoever. Her first competition was actually Manitoba's Strongest Woman. Now it's kind of scaled it back and is finding her groove a bit better, finding appropriate levels of competition. But she should be jumping into the open, like the regional events, and the next season. This is going to be one of the harder events. Chartel isn't the tallest competitor. Thank you for sharing, Danny. And a lot of times with these athletes, a bit bigger around the torso, these front-loaded events just become so hard because that implement gets pushed so far away from your center of mass. There are advantages and disadvantages to being a larger athlete in strength sports. Bigger is not always better. Yeah, she's just having trouble just maneuvering that bag. But it looks like she's just having trouble finding a good handhold. I don't even know if she really got around to attempting a pick. Move. Oh, no, my screen is just behind. There we go. Up next, we have Michelle Wall coming out. She's the last of our open women's competitors. Getting it nice and high on her chest and grabbing the bag low. One bag complete. Next up is the 125-pound sandbag. Easily loaded over the yoke. Now just has to get it to the end of the course. Oh, we have scores disappearing from the screen. So not sure what's going on with the scores, but as they get entered, we'll cover the final scores for all of our open women. We have coming out right now is our men's open competitors. This is Joey Hatcher. Joey looks a little bit inexperienced. He wasn't sure how to approach the axle clean, and he attempted to double overhand the deadlift. Sandbags, I don't know, maybe sandbags are definitely an event where experience helps, but maybe he can just brute force his way across the line, especially with that first one. That was a 175 sandbag. Next up, he's got a 200-pound sandbag to deal with. Just going to get a little bit higher so he can lap it. It's inching it up his legs. He's going to get it onto his lap. He's got to reset. He doesn't know to reset his hands. That's the end of his time. Hey Danny, super excited for your competition on November 23rd. If there's a live stream, I'm going to tune into that. We have our push-pull meet the same day, so might not be able to catch all of it. But yeah, if there is a live stream, feel free to send it over to Manitoba Strongman on Instagram. You support a lot of our events. I'm sure a lot of our athletes are going to want to support you. So send it over, and yeah, we'll get a few guys together to watch your first competition. Up next, it looks like we have Aaron Clark coming out. First up, that 175-pound sandbag. He's holding it a bit low. Oh, but it had a nice pop and able to get it over the yoke, no problem. Repicks and gets it across the line. He's going to run back. Start with that 200-pound bag. He's got it. Oh, it just rolled on him. He couldn't lap it when it was lengthwise like that.
Come on, Aaron.
There we go. Oh, he just started moving a bit too soon and caused him to lose balance. He's got to just be a bit more patient. He's struggling with that 200-pound bag. I don't think he's going to have the time to finish the run, but he might be able to get it over the yoke. No, he's shaking his head. Also, apologies for the camera angle. We don't have our trusty camera operator with us today. Becca Hyde, she has been awesome to have all season. It's been a huge boost to our shows. As you can tell, the stationary camera, having the camera follow the competitor really adds something. Wish we could have had the full crew out for this show, but we're working with what we have. And yeah, Danny, it would be awesome to have you come by. We have, for us, we're already confirming some shows for next season. We have our annual novice competition. This year it's going to be at Iron Image. We're giving Devin some time. He retired from promoting shows. He did still say that he would run the novice competition, but we all knew that if we give him an inch, he'll take a mile. And we want him to enjoy his time with family. He'll be around this still, but... So we're hosting at Iron Image instead in April. Now I'm going to talk about the rest later because Abel is cruising through these sandbags. That was a 175, and he is sprinting. He launched that 200 over the yoke. The quick pick and get it across the line. And that's a very quick run from Abel. That might be our fastest of any competitor in all divisions so far. We'll see what his time ends up being. 23 seconds. 23.8 seconds. So that is our fastest out of anyone who's finished the entire run. So it seems up next we have Calvin Unrau. I don't know if I'm saying that right. If anyone knows how to correct or how to pronounce it and can correct me, feel free to drop that in the live chat. Calvin almost hit himself in the face with the sandbag. He lifted it so high. easily clears the line. He sprints back. I don't think he's moving as fast with the bags as Abel was able to do. But his picks are quite easy. And he gets it over the bag. He was holding it a bit low, so that was a bit worrisome. And managed to get it across the finish line. Not going to be as fast as Abel, but he is the second one to finish, so he's going to be in a good spot for now. Hey, Danny, we don't have the registration up yet, but if you follow Strong Manitoba, it will be on there, and we'll have the link on online. Yeah, so we'll make sure that it gets to you, and we'd love to have you there. So up next, this is going to be James Cornelson. Setting the bags up how he wants them. Being very methodical. Fast pick with that 175. Not moving as fast as Abel. Went to round the yoke instead of under, so small time losses here from James, but he's moving pretty good. James currently in 4th overall after 2 events. Not the tallest competitor, so struggling a little bit with the load over the yoke. But a pretty smooth run overall from James. James having a powerlifting background, not the most familiar with events such as sandbags. This is our last competitor for the sandbags. This is Tyler Vidal of Iron Image. Tyler is really tall. No problem at all with that load. Again, very quick, very fast picks, and very good loads. Just not moving as fast with the bags as Abel is able to do. So I don't think he's going to put himself in first, but I think this is a good throw with that bag. I think he's going to put himself solidly in second. This is a very good run. We'll see his official time. That actually, he did chip Abel. 23.7 seconds to Abel's 23.8. So that puts Tyler in first place on the sandbags, which means he has 3 event wins with 2 events to go. And that is the end. We are already back. There is no time at all in between events here today. So this is Ismail Akbar on the Super Yoke. So it is 2 lengths with a drop and a turn, and after each length, weight is being added to the yoke. This is after each length at the halfway point. Oh, and we got to change the event title. There we go. We're on to the Super Yoke. Next is going to be Jackson Hatcher, our other teen boys competitor. Oh, and we got to switch our correct category because they are not doing 405 and 495. They're at 225 and 275 for our teen boys. Just getting the yoke height correct for Jackson here. Okay, we are all set for Jackson. Hi, Jan. Glad to have you with us. Jackson's sprinting with that yoke. Oh, he's a bit wobbly here, but overall a pretty quick run. I think that's going to be close to Ismail again. They've been neck and neck on every event. Jackson has just managed to take the lead each time. And it looks like that's the case again. 1.2 second difference between our 2 teen competitors. And again, Jackson just edged out Ismail. That's all 4 events have been close, but Jackson has come out on top on all 4 of them. Hello, Gian. Glad to have you with us. Sad that you couldn't be here. It's a fun comp. It's very quick, so very fast paced. But everyone looks like they're having a good time. All the competitors are doing good. So this is going to be Chartel up first. Okay, they got it all set for Chartel. Solid pick. I think this is going to be probably Chartel's favorite event of the day. She looks like she's moving with no problems with that yoke. That 275 doesn't look like it's slowing her down at all. Very good run from Chartel. Let's wait for her official time. Up next is Nick Cusio. Kind of like Chartel, a bit shorter. Wasn't great for the sandbag load, but won't be a problem for the yoke. You know, that lower center of gravity, the yoke's going to be a bit less wobbly. So particularly with that newer competitors, that can make a big difference. Because coordination on the yoke is going to be a major separator for novices. Struggled with the pick a little bit, but she's moving fine. She's got a big smile on her face. Next up is the 275 run back. She's moving well. The pick was the harder part for her, but I think she can do this. She's got to get... She's trying to slide it a bit. Oh, she got it up again. I think she just has no legs left. No, her legs are exhausted. Okay, up next, we're going to have Melissa Wall. Currently, Melissa is in second place after 3 events. Hey Jan, yeah, we do have a pretty good crowd out right now. It seems like we even have a fair bit that are just members of the Forge gym. I don't think they're here for any particular athlete, which is always nice to see. Nice to see a gym community supporting each other. All right, so here is Melissa Wall. With that, she got me the yoke around the bar, which, there we go. Yeah, it can be a bit unsteady, so she switched her hands to the outside to stop the yoke from swinging back and forth. Oh, she's going back again with that high hand position. That time she switched it before she started going, but that did cost her a few seconds. And not too many issues at 275-pound yoke. Our last women's athlete of the day, Michelle. Now she's just getting a feel for it, but she just picked the heavier yoke weight before they reset the weight of the yoke. Checking the bar height, I'm sure was the intention there, but asserting a bit of dominance too. Michelle starting with a staggered stance. Clearly not her first rodeo. Very quick run with a 225-pound yoke. Next they're bumping up to 275, and she might even be going faster with the 275. That's a very fast run for Michelle. She finished the full run in 15.8 seconds, so that is her 4th event win so far today. And up next we have our last category and our biggest category. We have our open men. the first of our open men is going to be Aaron Clark. So for our open men, they're starting off at 405 pounds, and then when they get to the end of the first lane, bumping that weight up to a 495-pound yoke. Everyone's saying hi to Gian. Also, I hope that we have enough battery. It still says it's full. We have enough battery in the camera to last the full comp, because Tyler did not charge the batteries yesterday. But this is Aaron Clark starting off our men's open on the super yoke. Very easy pick, but I think he got moving a bit too soon. Stumbled a little bit, and he's moving smoothly now. Aaron made it to the end. Now he's got to go back with the 495 pounds. That was a better pick. He didn't rush it. He's made it about a third of the way down the course. He's past the halfway point now. If he can get this in one run, there it is. It was a good run from Aaron. So next up we have Joey Hatcher. Joey, I'm assuming, is probably the dad of Jackson Hatcher. Jackson being one of our teen competitors. So this is the top of your screen. The open men are starting off with a 405-pound yoke. When they get to the end of the turf, they're going to add 90 pounds, and they're going to have to turn around and carry it back to the start. So as they're setting the yoke right now, for anyone who doesn't know, with yoke height, the higher the bar of the yoke relative to your body, the easier the pick is going to be, because you don't have to lift the entire implement quite as high. But the downside is, if you don't give yourself enough clearance, you risk running into the ground. And the faster you go, the more clearance you're going to need. It was a very easy pick with the 405, but his legs are all over the place. There he goes. He's much more steady now. His legs might be all over the place because the yoke is swinging. If he had his hands on the sides of the yoke, it'd be a lot more stable. There he goes. He's switching now. He seems to be playing strong enough. Just a bit coordination, a bit stability. There he goes, and he made it to the end. It was a grind, but he did get to the end of the course. Those were some Bambi legs. Up next we got Calvin Unrau. It's going to be Calvin Unruh up next, then James Cornelson, Abel Belmore, and Tyler Vidal. Which I believe is about the same order as our overall right now. Yeah, that's mimicking the overall leaderboard. Same order. Calvin looked like a very easy pick. He might have needed a higher yoke because he looked like he was scraping the ground for a little bit on the first length. A little bit of instability on the way back, but he made it. Up next is James Cornelson. Definitely the lightest of our men's open competitors. You know, having more body weight in the yoke can be really helpful. It won't the momentum of the implement won't throw you around quite as much. But James, being very strong, having the powerlifting background, I think he'll be able to control this weight. All right, we got the yoke height set correctly for James. So, we should have a time. So Calvin finished the yoke run in 12.7 seconds. So about 20 seconds faster than the next fastest so far. Oh, James had a fast start, crossed his legs. Now it's up to the 495-pound yoke for the way back. He's very shaky, but he's moving. Yeah, James competes in powerlifting at 145 pounds. That's about 350 pounds more than he weighs. It's a very good job to finish that run. That should put him in second so far. Yeah, looks like you finished in about 30 seconds. I'll drop the live score sheet. Oh, that's not the live score sheet. Sorry, 1 second. There you go. Drop that in the chat again. Someone has access to it. Okay. Up next, we're going to have Abel Belmore. Currently in second place overall. I'm going to try to look to put some pressure on Tyler, although might be a tall order to catch Tyler right now. But James is hot on Abel's heels, so he'll at least want to stay ahead of James. Very fast run from Abel. Now going up to 495. This looks to be a fast run back. He's crossing his legs, but it doesn't matter. He got it across the line. Oh, they're saying he slid. They're saying that Abel slid the yoke last little bit, so then he had to re-pick it. repick that put him at 15.8 seconds. So probably would have put himself in first overall, but or first for the yoke. My apologies. The last competitor for the Super Yoke and for the Super Yoke overall for all of our categories, Tyler Vidal. Very quick first run. Really caught him off guard a bit on the start of the second, but that I think is going to be the fastest time so far. And Tyler finished the yoke in 11.1 seconds. Okay, we're already back. And once again, I was changing the camera angle. I got to get the correct event up on screen. Okay, so you gotta explain a little bit about this event. Oh, that isn't showing up correctly. Okay. Sorry, my apologies. For some reason, it's not sorting our athletes appropriately. I know what's happening here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too sure why we're not getting the competitors up on screen, but it looks like they're still trying to sort this out, so I will keep playing around with it as well. I'll also bring up the chat so I can answer any questions that you guys have. Okay. All right. We got things sorted. It was just a cell was referenced improperly. But we should be all good to go now. No. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm? Oh, sure. Sure. So we're just getting everything sorted out a little bit. In the meantime, let's go over the standings from top to bottom. So, because we're going to be starting out with our teen men. So, we have Ismail Akbar and Jackson Hatcher. So, Jackson is currently leading with 8 points. Ismail is in second with 4. For our open men, they'll be the last ones out, but they're right in front of me, so I'll go over them. We have, who will be coming out first is Joey Hatcher. He has 6 points. He has 4 points in 6th place. Then it's going to be Aaron Clark at 7.5 points. James Cornelson, currently in 4th with 14.5 points. He's just behind Calvin Unrau at 3rd with 16, who is also just behind Abel Belmore, 2nd place with 17 points. And Tyler Vidal is in 1st. He has 4 event wins for 24 points. On the women's side, we have a tie for 3rd right now between Chartel and Nick. So whoever wins here is going to end up in 3rd place. Then Melissa Wall is in 2nd with 9 points, and Michelle Wall has 4 event wins. She's in 1st with 16 points. So for this event, for this keg over bar, competitors, they're going to have a choice. They can do a heavier keg or a lighter keg. So we call this a trump weight situation, where any load of a heavier implement will beat any load of a lighter implement. Okay? So for our teen men, they have an option of a 100 or a 165 pound keg. Hello, Andrew. So we have right now in the chat Andrew Langlar, the newest pro strongman in Manitoba after winning nationals. Shame you couldn't be out here today, Andrew. Oh, Ismail he was given some advice. They told him to wear his shoes with, some safety advice. He was told to make sure that he's wearing shoes because you don't want a keg landing on your shoes. Although, I don't know how much regular gym shoes, which most of these competitors will have, are going to protect you from a 100 or a 165 pound keg. And yeah, Andrew Tyler's doing really well. He should definitely be jumping into the regional shows. A bit strong for novices, but a lot of that's expected at a novice competition. Ismail, he tried to roll it up his shins, but that wasn't going to happen. There you go. Easy first load of that keg. Two loads for Ismail. There you go. He's figuring it out. I don't know if he's ever handled a keg before, but he's figuring out the standard technique for it. Picking it and then flipping your hands over to the far side so you're able to pin it to your chest and get it nice and high and over the bar. This will be the 5th load for Ismail. Ooh. Keg gone haywire there. But Ismail's still going. tried to load it without flipping his hands over. He had a good technique going, and you just forgot at the end there. That's really unfortunate that Tyler's moving. I don't know if there's much of a strongman scene out in Yukon, but hey, he could start it. This is our other team competitor, Jackson Hatcher. Jackson doesn't know to lap the keg and sit down with it. Jackson just struggling with the technique here. He's got to switch that other hand. He managed to get it over. That's 1 rep. And I got to double check. I don't know if Jackson is doing the heavier keg. They both are doing the 165 keg. Jackson just struggling with the technique. All right, so up next we have our open women coming out. So we're going to have Chartel out first. Chartel struggled a little bit with the sandbag, so I don't think this is going to be her favorite event to finish off the day. So Chartel opting for the 100-pound keg. Chartel getting some coaching. All right, and here's Chartel. Easy pick, and she loads it with no problem. Chartel, she would have trouble if she tried to lap it. But that keg is going to be so far. She's got short arms. It's so far out in front of her. But she's able to lean back and get it over. 3 reps so far for Chartel. Her and Nick Cusio are currently tied for 3rd place, so whoever wins this event will get 3rd overall. Chartel's not going to make it easy for Nick. That's 4 reps.
Come on, Chartel.
Can get another. There it is. 5 reps for Chartel. No, she was out of time. But 5 reps for Chartel is going to be tough for Nick to beat. Opting for the lighter keg, so that means she's going to have to get 6 reps if she wants to get 3rd. Oh, she switched her hands to the near side. That's going to make it really hard. She's going to want to switch at least one of those hands to the lower handle. There she goes. No. She switched it back again. She's doing the opposite. No, she can't figure out the technique for the keg. She's getting some advice. That was probably her highest attempt so far. No, and she's just gassed now. So wasn't able to get a rep with that 100-pound keg, which means Chartel moves herself into third place. So she'll be on the podium. And up next we have Melissa Wall. Switches her hand over. And an easy load. Didn't even touch the bar. That's 2 reps for Melissa. Three still hasn't touched the bar. She's still clearing it with lots of room. Reps for Melissa. One more to tie for the lead. And there it is. So that's the tie for the lead. If she gets one more, she takes sole possession. That's sole possession for the lead from Melissa. She probably, at 7 reps, she probably should have opted for the heavier keg here. Now looking as the last competitor to go, Michelle's up next. Being the last competitor, if I were her, I would just go the heavier keg, single rep, walk off. It's trump weight, so 1 rep of the heavier weight beats any number of reps of the lighter weight.
You can get 1 without 165, it'll give her first place in this event.
You can do it. You got this. No, that doesn't work.
Very casual starting position for Michelle. No problem. So that will be an event win for Michelle. That makes 5 out of 5 event wins. She's gonna keep going. Look at you. This is just asserting dominance at this point. That makes 4 reps for Michelle. This is rep 5. This ties her for the most number of reps done, but she's doing it with the heavier, or sorry, ties her for second most reps done, but with a heavier keg. 6 reps with a heavier keg there. 1 rep was enough to take the win. Yeah, 6 reps with a 165 keg is very good. All right, we got our last division coming up. This is the open men. Let's see, we are starting off with Joey Hatcher. He's going to be the first one out. Joey hasn't touched the implements much.
We're on to the bench here with the start off. Starting off with Joey. Joey be our first one here today. Followed by Aaron. Joey followed by Aaron with James in the hole.
All right, Joey opting for the 200-pound keg. With the open men, they have the option of a 200 or 250-pound keg. Still trump weight style, so any number of reps with the 250-pound keg beats any number of reps with the 200-pound keg. Ooh, Joey just fell forward a little bit. He's got to get that high up on his leg so he can sit down and then switch his hands over. There he goes. Joey just a little bit wobbly. There it goes. He's calling it there. He's happy with one rep. That first rep was just a missed timing, where it slid it down in front of the bar. It reached its peak before he was putting it over the bar, so it came back down on his same side. Up next, we're going to have Aaron Clark. Looks like we're just doing a little bit of cleaning. Maybe got a bit of blood on the keg there. That happens. I want to make sure that we're not going to get a health risk here, so we're just disinfecting the keg. All right, so Aaron Clark is up. Yeah, I was worried about his hand too when it started coming down, but it didn't look like it got crushed. It kind of looked like maybe pinched a little bit. Aaron getting nice and low and reaching around for a solid load at that keg. That's one rep so far. Yes. He's just got to get it forward. There it is, 2 reps of the 200-pound keg. Aaron, the deadlift almost looks like the most challenging portion of this load. A bit the timing too. He's getting it high enough. He's definitely getting it high enough. He just doesn't know when it's high enough. So he's struggling to get it high, but he's already cleared the bar, and then he kind of goes forward at the last second, it seems, after he's already exhausted himself. That was a good job. 3 loads of the 200-pound keg. Up next is going to be James Cornelson, training out of Cornerstone Barbell, his own gym in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So the next 3 competitors are all very close. James currently in 4th, with with Calvin in 3rd and Abel in 2nd. Only about 3 points between them. James is opting for the 250-pound keg.
250 pounds.
Oh. When he tilts it, he's going to have his hand on the higher portion of the keg, so a bit less efficient of a technique. He's got to switch his hands over. There it goes. And he's got to get his hands more towards the bottom of the keg, otherwise it's just going to squeeze out from the top. And there it goes. That's 1 rep with the 250-pound keg, and he's happy with that. That's throwing down the gauntlet. That is the trump weight. So now, no number of reps with the 200-pound keg is going to beat that one with the 250. He's going for another rep. Oh, just looks like he mistimed it a bit, but he can get this over. 2 reps with the 250-pound keg. Some fantastic work from James. He's getting a high five. That was some very good work from James. Up next, we're gonna have Calvin Unruh. He's gonna have to answer James's gauntlet there. Jeremy's saying keg is so far out in front of with the pick, it really fatigues the erectors when going for reps. Harder than stones or sandbags, in my opinion. Very good insights from Jeremy. It makes sense, yeah. The keg being pushed out further in front of you, it's going to be further away from your hips. I don't have enough experience to say one way or the other. They're all very tiring. I'm not a fan of loading. I suck at loading. I shouldn't, but I do. No excuses. All right, Calvin's going to have to get at least 2 reps. Otherwise, I believe James is only... Oh, no, it's already updated. So I don't know how far back James was before his keg. But I think he was only a point. So Calvin has to would have to tie him, I think, at least. That's 1 rep already from Calvin. Yeah, James competes at 145 for powerlifting. I don't know if he water cuts down to 145 or if he walks around there, but yeah, 100 pounds at least. 2 reps, so that ties James and will put Calvin on the podium for sure. Just has to wait to see what placing, because him and Abel are both very close. Now, I do know for a fact Abel is only 1 point clear of Calvin, so Abel's going to have to at least tie Calvin here. And that's 4 reps for Calvin. He's calling it there. Nope. He can be peer pressured. Okay, no. He's done. He's done. So Abel is going to need at least 4 reps. Abel's going to need at least 4 reps to keep hold of his second place. Abel, very methodical approach here. Good first rep. Still being very methodical. 2 reps will put him in a tie for second so far. There you go. He's only half a point behind Calvin. He needs 1 more to tie on points, and then it would go to count back between the 2 of them. There's 3. They're currently tied on points. If Abel can get 1 more rep, that will put him clear of Calvin by half a point. There it is. And that's the end of his time. Very good job from Abel. That's going to lock up second place for Abel. It'll be third place for Calvin. And already in first, he's already taken the win, is Tyler Vidal of Iron Image. But Tyler's not going to sit back and let everyone else have all the fun with the keg. Easy pick from Tyler. Switch hands nicely. And very easy load. You know, Tyler's won every event so far. He needs 3 more reps to win the keg as well. That's 3. He's only 1 behind the leaders. Four reps from Tyler. That ties him for the lead. Only 1 more for the outright win. Andrew, I'll try to pass along that message.
Tyler! Andrew says he has to get 10. 10 from Andrew.
There you go. He knows. He's at 8 so far. He needs 2 more. Oh, he's done. He's not allowed back. I assume that he's back to Iron Image. He's kicked out now. Or back to Manitoba. Andrew, you need to clarify. Where is he banned? Okay. We're going to take... Okay, we're back with our podium. I'll just get the camera a bit more centered. Give me one moment.
So first of all, thank you everybody who came on and watched today. Thank you to all the athletes who competed to help make this a big success. Let's hear it one time to the athletes who all came out.
Oh, it just got very loud in here. Okay. So we're starting off with our teens.
Both these guys came in, crushed it today, tried very, very hard. It's very, very stressful for an adult to come through and compete for a bunch of other adults. So imagine being a teenager and doing it. So nothing but respect for these two guys. In second place, we have Ismail.
So Ismail Akbar in second place. Put in a really good showing. He was like neck and neck with our other teen competitor the entire day. Usually just edging out by a second or two on each event. But ended up keeping the whole thing close despite what the points might show. And the winner of our teen division, Jackson Hatcher. I just pointed out kind of the opposite day. Him and Ismail were very close. He just seemed to edge out each event just by a hair each time. A very unstable podium.
Prizes courtesy of Supplement King Winkler.
So our prizes for the competition provided by Supplement King, as you can see along the sponsors along the bottom, and that have been playing in between the events for those very, very brief durations in between events. We got the Forge Gym, obviously hosting, putting on the competition. Iron Age Winnipeg, Iron Age Gym in Winnipeg. Another one of our sponsors. We're running the live stream and also helping to facilitate the competition. And Supplement King, who provided the wonderful prizes to all of our competitors. So for our women's open division, third place, we have Chartel Shorty. I don't know if Shorty is a nickname. That is what she put on the athlete registration. I had assumed it was a nickname. If that is her actual last name, it is both very fitting and quite surprising. Second place, we have Melissa Wall.
And in first place, winning every event. I've never seen her doing more strongman competitions this season. Michelle.
In first place in our women's open, won every event of the day. Michelle Wall. I did very good. She should definitely be jumping into some open competitions next season. Oh, and they're inviting the last of our open women's competitors. The only one who, being four athletes, one was always destined to not end up on the podium. So they invited her in to take a picture. Appreciate the sportsmanship. We're calling up. Oh. They're just announcing all of our open men who didn't get onto the podium, but in our podium in third place is Calvin Unrau. Calvin trains at the Forge Gym here in Winkler.
In second place, we got Abel.
Second place, Abel Belmore, training out of Iron Age Gym. And first place from Iron Image in Selkirk, Tyler Vidal. Or Vital. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right either. Tyler, as Andrew told us in the chat, is moving to the Yukon, so we won't see him jumping into the regional shows next season. But hopefully he keeps the strongman sport alive in the Yukon, get something going out there, And who knows? Maybe we'll see him at nationals. Get some SEC representation out there. It'd be awesome to see in some of the territories. 'Cause I don't think there is currently any representation for strongman across the entire north. So. All right, so that wraps up our competition. They're just going to take some pictures now to wrap everything up, bring in all the competitors. But thank you for tuning in. It was a very quick stream, a bit more of a casual stream. Our next event that we are going to be streaming here on Strong Manitoba YouTube channel is going to be Iron Claw, the Grip Sport event, first ever Grip Sport event happening in Manitoba. That's happening at that's happening at Iron Age in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So we'll be streaming that. Not sure exactly how that's going to work because I don't even know the rules for grip sport competitions yet. But we will have a stream for it. We will try to get some commentary for it, although it might be me and I am also competing. After that, we have the Deep Freeze Push-Pull event sanctioned by WRPF happening also at Iron Age Gym on November 23rd.